Hello everyone. Today we are going to cover viva questions related to process creation. So we will cover questions related to the fork and wait system call. Question number 1. What does the fork system call return? So now there can be two cases. One is success and another is failure. So on failure it returns -1, whereas on success, now if the fork system call is successful, it will create a child process. So therefore, it should return separate values to the parent process and separate value to the child process. So on success, to the parent process, it returns the PID of the child process, whereas within the child process, the fork system call returns 0. That's why you use the if-else condition based upon these values equal to 0 or greater than 0. Question number 2. What is the PID of the child process? So you cannot predict the exact value, but what you can say here is that the PID will always be a positive value. It will not be 0. Okay, it returns 0 within the child process, but that's not the PID of the child process. Remember this. It is a positive value and it will be greater than the PID of the parent process. That is for sure. Question number 3. Which function is used to get the PID of a process? If you want to print the PID or you want to know the PID, then which function you will use? So the function is get PID. There is a similar function get PPID which returns the parent process ID or the PID of the parent. Question number 4. So this is a very common question. How many total processes are created with the below code? Okay, so let's see how this will work. So the main process, the parent process, will call the fork. So it will call the first fork in the code, which will create one child process, right? Since there is no if else there, this means the second fork is going to run in both the parent as well as the child. So if it runs in both, this means both the processes are going to further create two more child processes. Alright, so in total there will be 4 processes and there are 3 child processes. Okay, so there is a general formula depending upon how many forks are there in the program. So let's suppose there are n number of forks being used. So for the total number of processes, the answer you can calculate by using 2 to the power n, and number of child processes 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this you should be able to do now. So here the value of n is 3 because fork is used 3 times. So the answer will be total of 8 processes will be created. Question number 6. Can we use wait to make the child process wait for the parent process to finish? The answer is no. This is not possible. Wait is used inside the parent process to wait for the child process to finish. If you use wait within the child, that is possible only if the child itself has got another child process. Okay, then it can wait for its own child, but not for the parent. Last question. What does the wait system call return on success? So on success, the wait system call returns the PID of the terminated child. Remember, we were using the wait system call within the parent to wait for the child to finish. So whatever was the PID of that child process which has finished, it's going to return that. On failure, it is going to return -1. So that's all for today. See you in the next video.